Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the Honorable J.T. Lucid presiding.
Hi, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the client of the one who beats the one, Swaggy D. Red Bull.
That's pretty good.
Not a lot of sugar. Sponsor us. Come on, we need them sponsors.
Alright. This is the kind of Monday Night Raw, Thursday Night SmackDown.
On a Tuesday. I mean, on Thursday.
So, video's going up on a Tuesday. How about that?
No. But yeah, it's on Thursday night because we wanted to catch the SmackDown, give you the full load, Raw and SmackDown.
No.
That did sound kind of almost a full load. It sounded like something Vince would say, a full load.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
I got a project for you in the office.
But yeah, Raw was pretty, it was well above expectation. It was pretty spectacular considering the fact that Raw's been pretty shitty for the last couple of months, few years, whatever, several years. But I was pretty impressed by Raw. What about you? I was very impressed with what I saw. Seen Brock, seen the NWO. You notice how they didn't have Hawk in there though, right?
Oh sure, yeah.
I didn't like that shit at all. Like they try to like disinclude like Hulk Hogan was not part of the NWO. Bring his ass out there too.
Okay. You're black, right?
Yep. I have Puerto Rican too.
Okay, so knowing that the WWE has a history of being, let's be honest, they've had a history of being a racist company when it comes to certain things. Normally, black stars can only go so high.
We got D'Lo Brown.
We've had a lot of guys that have tried to break it. Okay, The Rock was so talented. He's like, Daniel Bryan's not their type. He broke the mold. He got through.
I ain't got no time.
The Rock just had it. They started off with a Martin Luther King video package.
How did I feel about that?
Not how did you feel about that? Does it seem weird to you when companies that are obviously not the most gender and race and, equal, that are like, they start off with stuff like this, or are they just playing to the crowd?
Yeah, they playing the crowd. I mean, they trying to act like they is, but what it is, what it is. We all know how Vince is. The best run he had was on MVP, I would say. MVP, Booker T. And that's not a lot.
I mean, whatever The Rock is.
Yeah, The Rock, too. But, I mean, Vince...
He had Junkyard Dog playing a Junkyard Dog.
He has a group called New Day that's playing 3 black African pastors.
To me, that's offensive.
You might also put some slave chains on them and whip them and be like, these the slave wrestlers. Like, I don't really get that. But, it's whatever. Vince, you know how he is.
Alright, nevertheless, it was a cool video package.
It was alright.
Nice of them to at least honor Martin.
Martin Eddie Guerrero. Actually, I consider Eddie Guerrero as a black wrestler, if you ask me. We'll take him in.
He's a non-white wrestler.
We'll take him in.
We'll take him.
If this was the racial draft,
Eddie would be a top pick.
I'm taking Eddie Guerrero as my #1 wresler. If this was a racial draft. No, fuck that. Take on Hulk Hogan.
He's my favorite wrestler.
Take Hulk Hogan.
I don't like Hulk Hogan.
I don't know. Stone Cold might be #2.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Personal preference, Eddie's my favorite of all time.
I don't know. If Stone, outside of the ring premises, Eddie would be more of a black wrestler than Stone Cold. I think I'll take fuck, Brock doesn't like people. I'll take Big Sexy.
I'd roll with Brock and
I'll take Big Sexy.
Oh, gosh.
He can roll in. Big Sexy's cool, dude. He's probably cooler than half of the WWE roster right now.
All right. I get really happy when the first thing I hear is, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul. You know what I'm saying? When the night starts off with Brock Lesnar's music.
It's gonna be a great night.
Paul Heyman's mouth, you know,
can't beat it.
That's as good as it gets. That's a Paul Heyman's mouth.
No homo.
We're on a good to start here. But Paul Heyman, he started to talk, do his little, my name is Paul Heyman. But he didn't get to Paul, and Brock took the mic.
I was surprised by that.
I was surprised too.
Like, you know, because Brock doesn't really like to talk, and I mean, he got on the mic. I mean, we'll keep talking about it, but he mentioned baby like 8 times. I mean, that kind of made me uncomfortable. That kind of made me uncomfortable about the 4th time. Like, I don't want to see a big, scary guy that I'm terrified of say baby multiple times. Yeah. After the 3rd time, you know, he took it too far. But other than that, I won't say anything to Brock Lesnar about that. You can say baby all you want. Hopefully you don't ever watch this video.
Hopefully you do.
I don't know.
Love you, Brock.
Don't come get me.
All right, let's do a little role playing. Okay, I'm Brock Lesnar. You're you, okay? You have a sucker, and I don't. Okay? Give me your sucker.
I'm not only.
Give me your sucker.
Here. You want his sucker too? I'll go get it for you. It's like, you ever seen Friday and Debo?
This guy, have you ever seen Friday?
Everybody's seen Friday. So when he said,
are you from Carbondale?
He said, that's my bike. When Devo said, that's my bike.
That becomes his bike.
That's his bike. You don't say anything about it. If my dad said, hey, go get that bike. No, you go get it back. Well, let's go home.
Here's my theory. For white people, there's PayPal. Okay? That's the transfer of funds and assets. For Brock and for Debo, there's I own that. That's a legitimate trade.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, a transaction has been completed. A check has been cashed, and somebody's getting money, and it's not going to be you.
That's my grandma chain.
You talking about my chain?
That's my grandma chain.
That's my chain.
You got it. It's your world.
That's what I thought.
I mean, and that's just how things go when you're that big, that strong, and that terrifying to people. That's how that goes. You know, there's no talking. He don't got to say please. He says something that he wants, give it to Brock or Debo.
So Brock takes the mic. He says he's here to fight. He tells Rollins he's got 10 seconds to get his weaselly ass out here. Big pop. He's getting a face pop at this point.
Baby face.
The fans start counting to 10. And
fuck the fans.
No Rollins. Yeah.
I hate the WWE fans.
The live fans are so stupid, man.
Can I get some tickets? I'll be live.
I'll be live.
Man.
I won't ever pay to go to that company as long as it's going how it is.
Man.
Somebody offered me tickets, I'd go, but I'm not going to buy.
I keep doing that $4.99 though.
I won't buy anything from their shop either.
Oh yeah, dude. And they
everything's so overpriced. Oh my god!
I went to the
John Cena bracelet or something. It's like $6.
Man, so it's like 20, $25.
Ever get a John
Cena bracelet?
A John bracelet?
They sell them at Walmart too.
They sell them at Kmart. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them at
Keep getting them.
Babies R Us.
Keep getting them. Fuck it. Don't let the roster grow.
Don't let the man get you down.
Step on them, John.
So, at that point, Lesnar started laughing and he said, that's what I thought. You won't come out here. And then all of a sudden, who do we get? The Game. The King of Kings.
The Assassin.
Walking down to the ring.
Triple H.
When is he Assassin?
You don't remember he called himself the Assassin something?
The Cerebral Assassin.
The Cerebral
okay, yeah.
The Cerebral Assassin.
He's the Cerebral everything. When Michael Cole calls him the Cerebral, whatever. Because he pays his checks.
Hey, worry about them videos too him and Stephanie got out. Check them out.
They got sex tape.
With Edge? the three-way.
Wait, what?
With Edge is in the three-way, or he like Brandon Stephanie
And Lita.
It's Vince recording.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fuck Stephanie.
Shane walks in. I wanted to say I'd come back. I'll see you guys
Come
later.
on, Shane, please come back, man.
Money, 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 money.
The Mac Man.
The Mac Man.
He used to get up, do the little leg thing. Money Mac.
He looked like the Monopoly Man when he was running out there with his cane. All right.
He called WCW.
The name is McMahon. Shane McMahon. And then Vince with all the greatest. His mouth is so small, but
that storyline could have been so great, dude. They fucked.
He Cena sold that one though.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Well, Cena would be.
You notice he always does that. Scratches his head. And then he been having that same fucking sheriff haircut for like the last 12 years, dude.
He just looks out like a great seller, like Hulk or The Rock or something. They look out at the crowd and, sell it.
Yeah.
John just stares in like this blank.
Stretch it.
He looks at like the ring and he's just like he's trying to do some math he really can't do.
I don't think John Cena's that smart of a guy.
I don't think he's that
I'm
smart.
gonna say I'm coming to that conclusion. I think he's a pretty well known dumbass.
He's a bodybuilder. Not that you can't be a smart bodybuilder, but like that was his call.
I mean, I ain't say it, but that's what I heard. I heard you can't be that smart if you're a bodybuilder. That's what I'm hearing.
You could be.
I ain't met him.
I know one bodybuilder.
I know one too. Yeah.
He is a smart guy.
He's decently smart.
He's a lot smarter than me, let's be honest.
Not me.
Yeah, you. There's a reason we're sitting here doing this.
We're not the smartest guys.
Damn.
Okay, what you want to get into? Seth coming out?
So Triple H was talking to both to Lesnar and Paul, and he describes how he attacked Rollins before Rollins hit the curb stomp.
Guys.
And they tease a fight between Lesnar and Triple H, which we've seen in the past. And then Heyman, he's kind of trying to calm Brock down.
I love it when he does that. Like,
it doesn't work.
He oversells it the best. Though when he don't do it, Brock. Oh my! Oh my! It's so like
So all of a sudden, Stephanie comes out.
Shout out to Stephanie. Being a little butt now too.
She's getting them workout checks now.
Yeah, they getting so much money.
Oh yeah, well, not that they need it.
Network on the ground though.
She tries to calm everybody down, and she came down to the ring. She said, "Brock, Paul," and I'm like, "Oh, she's called Triple H Paul on the show. That was kind of weird." And I'm like, "Oh no, she's talking to Paul Heyman,
yeah,
because Triple H's real name is Paul. Paul Levesque or Levesque or whatever. I don't know.
Levesque. With a name like that, you gotta call yourself Triple
H.
H.
Hunter Hearst Hamilton.
Hi, my name's Paul Levesque.
Okay. Sorry, Helmsley, not Hamilton.
A Red Bull good over there.
I know Hunter Hamilton. Okay, and all of a sudden Rollins appears on the screen. And he says Lesnar's always 2 steps behind. He calls Lesnar a caveman.
He's basically called Lesnar a dummy.
Yeah. He says he'll get a shot at him right before he takes his title at the Royal Rumble. And Heyman says, pardon me, this will be between the adults here. So Heyman throws out a rib there. Heyman warned the Authority to put a leash on their puppy. You hulking up? He warns the Authority what Lesnar is going to do if they don't get their puppy back on the leash, basically. And as Heyman starts to talk again,
that's when the show went downhill. Jesus Christ.
No, but he thinks he is. John Cena. What's his name?
Fuck Cena.
John.
Oh, John. Yeah, I call him John because, man, he's just so boring, dude. Fuck Cena. I did see a guy on SmackDown today with a fuck Cena shirt. Shout out to you.
No, the Cena sucks.
Damn,
maybe
I was just reading my thoughts saying fuck Cena.
Yeah. So John comes down and it's whatever. He keeps telling him, he tells him to keep it up. Every single thing you do lights a fire under him. This dude, all right, you guys had like coaches when you were younger, if you are younger.
Such a cornball.
And you'd be like, have you ever been on like a bad team and you know that you're bad and that coach is still trying to give you like some speech that's going to make you guys go out and
play harder? It's like down 45-0.
It's like if Coach Carter was handed the 76ers, those tactics wouldn't have worked. Like, there's only so far that talent can go.
I think he should have said the Knicks.
Cena has pretty much expanded on all his talent, man, because it's not there. He gives the dumbest speeches.
The greatest Cena move ever, shoulder tackle.
Who told him that looks good? It's not only embarrassing to him, it's embarrassing to the guy that has to sell for that.
Yeah.
Seeing The Rock get shoulder tackled. And what's funny is that when it's like a really big fight, he amps it up and he goes really hard into him. And it still doesn't look good because you're hitting him with your shoulder and it's not like a shoulder block. He's jumping in the air, taking away all his momentum.
I would love to see one guy just push him to the ground.
I would love to see somebody no-sell that and just push him away and say, please, I'm trying to focus here.
What do you think Cena would do after that?
He'd have him fired immediately. He don't care who he is. He'd do it to Triple H. He'd just go in Vince's office and give him a little something. So he tells Triple H that they make him sick. He talks about Ryback, Rowan, and Ziggler.
Shout out to Dolph, man.
He says he'd do anything to get them back.
Anything.
Even though, you know what, I'm not even going to go into it.
I thought that was a PG show, though. Anything. Anything, John?
I bet he would. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
John, to me, that pisses me off about John Cena is they portray him as such a team player, dude. Like, he's the ultimate team guy. Wants to be like Tom Brady. But he buries folks. Like, he never wants anybody to get over him. I would love to see John Cena turn heel. And I have a theory that in about a year or two, if he wants to stay in the WWE, never told anybody this theory.
Hold on.
This is
breaking news.
Swaggy D exclusive.
Swaggy D with the breaking
news. 1
to
2 years from now, they're going to be like, John, you're not getting over on people. The kids aren't feeling you anymore. It's a new generation. You have to go over or you're going to have to retire.
You're talking about Go Hill?
Yeah, my bad. Go Hill. And he's going to be like, he's going to give you this face like,
I'm not so sure about that.
He's gonna start his head, and he's gonna probably think about it to himself for a day or so with this lady Bree. Probably have another one by then.
Nikki.
They all look alike. Nikki the one with the big titties. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, she's fake one. And
Bree's pretty fake, just not physically.
He's gonna convince himself to go over. Be a heel. And he's gonna suck at that too.
Oh, dude, can you imagine?
He's going to suck at that, too.
But people hate him so much that it would still work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would work for a while. Because I didn't think Hulk Hogan was that great of a heel, actually.
He was at the time. We're not old enough to, like... If you were there when he initially turned...
Yeah.
I talked to my cousin last night, actually, and he said that heel turn by Hogan was the reason that he became a hardcore fan at the time.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't watch anymore. He's actually going to check out the Rumble. But because Sting was his favorite wrestler, and I told him that he was on Raw the other night. And, he was telling me how WCW was awesome. And it already happened.
Oh, yeah, they did. My bad.
Okay.
This is
spoiler for this video. You didn't hear that. Paul Heyman was on Raw, yeah. And he said that WCW was awesome. Things got kind of messed up once Vince took over WCW, and that the heel turn by Hogan. See, the thing is, Hogan was he was John Cena. Believe it or not.
That's why they love each other so much?
He didn't like him until he was rehired by the WWE. Just keep that in mind.
He did?
No, he wasn't the biggest Cena fan.
Okay.
How could you be? You know, looking in, if you're a man.
I know the Big Sexy don't like him. Shout out to Kevin Nash,
dude,
man.
Most people don't like him.
I love when old wrestlers come over and be like, why you got this product out here? Like, that's a shitty product they got. And
I did like how he was making fun of it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Alright, what was I going on? Oh, yeah. And he just, like, Hulk Hogan was the face of the company. He was the ultimate good guy. You know, take your vitamins, drink your tea,
get muscles like
drink your milk, drink your pills, and take your milk. Yeah.
I do admit, I used to drink milk just because of Hulk Hogan. I used to want to be big and strong like him, so I drank a lot of milk, like 3 times a day. And all it did was make me shit a lot. So, I think Hulk Hogan was lying, because all it did was make me
Hulk
shit.
Hogan, I used to buy, like, the dumbest cereals just because it would have, like, my favorite athlete on it.
Wheaties.
Like, no, not even that. Like bad cereals. Like, or, like...
Life.
I would be shopping, like, with my mom as a kid, and it'd be, like, paper towels with, like, some cool wrestler on it. And I'm like, oh, we gotta get that kind.
Kurt Angle was on one.
I bet he uses those. He don't use those. But yeah, like Hulk Hogan was the ultimate face. He would never turn heel. He's too good. You know, he's too good, much of a good guy. So when he comes out and they realize he's the 3rd member of NWO, people legitimately were really mad. A lot of people had turned on him by then.
Yeah.
They weren't happy that he had turned heel. But nobody thought he would ever actually do it. At this point, it would still be shocking if John did it. But he's been so despised for years now that it'd be like, eh. And he's not Hulk Hogan. He'll never be Hulk Hogan.
I think he'll still do a lot of numbers, though.
Dude,
I think people would still be shocked about it.
Draw as a heel because people would pay to see him lose.
But the thing about it is, I also think they don't have enough of a face that pisses people off as much as John Cena. Roman Reigns, you're getting there though. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're getting there, Roman.
Yes, that's what's worrying me.
Man.
Stop giving Roman the mic.
Believe that.
And believe in my lack of skills.
Man, dude. I would love to see Bray Wyatt, you know, maybe. No, he had never returned.
Dude, it's like he's rattling off some gold promos, but nobody cares because he keeps losing.
Yep.
Now, they got him on
a dirty win a couple of weeks ago.
He's on a win streak against Dean because they're like, well, we can only bury one of them, Vince.
Yeah.
Bury them both! They're in a feud. Okay. Let's give it to the guy that weighs more. I like the big guys. He seems cushiony.
Man, Bray Wyatt is such a great wrestler. Dolph Ziggler. I say probably Dolph Ziggler is a top 2 wrestler. Just technicians in the ring. I give Dolph, and it's between Randy and Bray.
He talked bad about John and Randy though, so.
Yeah. Dolph Ziggler is that company right now.
He's the dude, man.
Daniel Bryan probably 3rd.
He's the only dude that had the cojones to go out on a radio show and say, you know what? I've been busting my stuff for like 8 years, and now Randy Orton and Cena are back in the main event together. What is up with that, man?
Dolph's
change the times, you know, get with it. Vince is out of touch. Triple H has got some good stuff going on.
Triple H is actually pretty good, though.
Okay, let's get back to this. So Cena, he what's funny was that Seth kind of botched his line towards Cena, and he said, "Put your legs between your legs."
Yeah, he fucked up. Sure.
He said, "Just run with, or put your legs, your tail between your legs," and
he has no chance at that WWE film after that. No chance.
If Vince was watching, watch out.
Vince was
if he was supposed to win, he's not anymore.
Vince was watching that shit because the NWO was on there. He was afraid he's gonna talk bad about him.
And then all of a sudden, Stephanie McMahon started cutting this awesome promo on John. She's like, "John, the only reason anybody ever liked you is because you always were the hero and you always come back from adversity and you always won. Well, guess what? you're not the same man you used to be.
I think she was
I was
telling
like,
the truth.
hey.
Like, yeah, she was going hard.
There we
but
go.
I think it was a lot of. I think she liked seeing that promo. I think she like really feels that way about John. I know Triple H does.
I can't imagine he's fun to work with.
No, definitely not.
Maybe if you work over him. Yeah! You know what I'm saying?
Shove it up your ass, John. Come on. The people want to see that. Fucking Vince, boy.
Okay. Well, she tells Cena that he's responsible for getting Ryback, Rowan, and Ziggler fired.
Ryback, you getting a nice run, too. Enjoy that, bro, because it won't last forever.
Dude,
probably got like one
you're
more
not
month.
that talented.
Yeah, you're not.
You're not a great talker.
Not a great wrestler.
You're the dude that showed up at the tryout and they said, check this guy out. And then at the end of the tryout, they said, well, let's keep him on our radar.
Exactly.
He's big.
Sent you down to the minors. You probably got ready there.
And then, well, you know, Cena and Rollins go at it. And then Cena, basically, we'll kind of cut to the chase here. Cena figured out a way to finagle a match that night on Raw where he would...
Finagle.
You like that word?
Finagle.
I don't like that word. He tries... Shoddy Ray Ray. He tries to make a word of the day sometimes. But Cena asked for a match to, like, get their jobs back, and they say, well, okay. But if you lose, Cena doesn't get the spot in the championship match at the Royal Rumble. At that point, they said, vote on the app.
Hold on, let's get John's face. I'm a fucking moron. I gotta think about that.
So they say, you know what? It's not up to you. It's up to the universe. So, fuck the universe. What is the universe?
You know what they do with them things, dude? They just...
What is the WWE universe crap?
Yeah.
Dude, what's funny is that they say there's 15 million downloads.
Yeah.
Have you ever checked how it says how many people have it?
I haven't.
5 million people have it. So, either the less likely outcome, only 5 million have downloaded it, or 15 million downloaded it, and 2/3 of them realized it sucked and deleted it. Okay? Don't fall for that crap.
DeLon.
Dude, Shoddy Ray, sometimes he comes up to me. He'll say, dude, you know, on Twitter, like when they say, like it's trending worldwide, like they actually mean it. Like they're right. I'm like, yeah.
I don't even get on Twitter, but I know that's a lot.
Dude, they're hardly ever right. Every now and then they are, just because they have so many followers that when they tweet something out and it's retweeted,
yeah,
like they can basically name it. But dude, there's so many times where they over exaggerate. It's so annoying.
Cena versus Authority. I know nobody retweets that shit.
And stop. Look, you know how many people have these phones? We know how to download an app, okay? Don't tell me how to download an app. I'm
this
not
is what
that
you missed on commercial
stupid.
break on a WWE app.
The last thing I want to see on my wrestling show is Michael Cole saying,
Michael Cole,
go to the App Store. That's a blue button, okay? Next, you'll search the letters. Oh, yeah, slow down, Michael. I'm not with you. Oh, no, it accidentally typed F. We don't know what that is, WWF. Okay, WWE. There it is. Okay, there's two big pictures and a bunch of stars and something that says install. I don't know what to... Where do I go?
Yeah, I think we're morons.
I'm not sure what to do here.
We're clearly morons.
Oh, maybe I should click install. Oh, thanks, Michael. Thanks. I didn't realize that.
You know him and Vince are just
It's a good thing you told me, or else I'd be clicking on these pictures all day.
It's a good thing Michael Cole told me.
What? I don't know.
Because I need to get on the pole, Mike.
I've only had phones for like 12 years. I don't know how to work this thing.
Smartphones just got invented to Vince.
I said 12 years. I ain't that old. I've had one for like 5.
Vince probably still has a little flip Verizon phone.
Dude, I'll bet you he has a flip phone that he uses, and then he's got a brand new iPhone. Like, he buys a new iPhone every day.
I'll take it a step back. He probably got the Saved by the Bell phone.
But, like, he probably, like, walks around with this in his hand. and then doesn't do anything on it and answers the flip phone because he doesn't understand how to use the iPhone. Like, that's totally Vince.
Oh, Vince. Old motherfucker.
Out of touch.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of talking. I mean, it was pretty good much talking. It was good talking until Cena got there. I enjoyed
anything with Brock.
It's decent. Anything with Brock is a legit 6 out of 10.
When Brock is on my TV and I'm not paying for it, that's pretty good to me. You know?
So I can't
if it's talking, give me Brock.
And shout out to fucking Mad Genius for saying the show was a 0 out of 10. Just because Brock's on the show, it's easily a 4 or 5 out of 10. You're a dumbass, Mad Genius.
Damn.
You're hating. And all you fucking do, if you want to watch wrestling, Vince was not lying when he said he was in the sports entertainment business. One thing you said about Vince, he's not a liar. Sports entertainment, that could be people talking. That's entertainment, and there's people who do sports.
You agree that we need less talking, though?
Yes. But
it wasn't a 0.
It wasn't a 0.
Wasn't a 0.
It wasn't a 0 at all.
Genius is
he's a fucking troll.
Damn. Going at him, huh?
And troll. Shout at me, Mad Genius. 0 out of 10.
Grits is my dude.
And fuck James, dude. Get him off the shit. But then we got some good wrestling. Daniel Bryan.
Dude.
Bray Wyatt.
I was very surprised we got Daniel Bryan against Bray Wyatt.
They gave us a
pay-per-view.
They gave us a boner.
Speak for yourself. Okay, so all of a sudden we get Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt. Bray is in the middle of his entrance when we come back from commercial.
Yeah, I hate that, dude.
He blows out his fake lantern. I don't know why he can't have a real lantern. Like, is this dude that unstable that he can't walk a straight line, 40 feet, and blow out a lantern? Okay? It's so stupid. When the lights are off, you see him go, and the light is still on for like 2 seconds, while the dude in the programming bus is on a 2-second delay, and he's pressing the button.
Man.
And you're like, that just looks dumb. And everybody knows. And the funny thing is, he's got a real lantern on the Titantron.
Exactly.
So you know it wasn't live. You're giving yourself away. It's so... Oh.
Shout out to Vince, man. Keep being dumb, man.
Keep getting them. You know what? Keep losing them checks because you lost a lot of money in the last year, buddy.
Donald Trump gonna take that bread.
Your net worth dropped, son.
Donald Trump's gonna take your company and cut your hair.
All right.
It was a pretty great match. I was entertained by the match. I liked how Daniel Bryan, he came in hitting everything. He missed on 2 moves, I think. It was not a drop kick. It might have been a drop kick outside of the ring, from what I recall. He missed on that one pretty bad. But other than that, it was a pretty good match. I mean, he was on par. Bray Wyatt was on par. They got great chemistry in the ring together.
They do. When we saw Bray kind of control early. Bryan hit a big splash off the top rope.
Yep.
And then Kane comes out right before commercial.
Shout out to Kane, man.
God, I just hate.
I hate Kane.
I don't get how nowadays they feel like we can't have a singles match where 2 wrestlers wrestle and there's a winner.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to that? You know?
In the 90s, that's all they did.
There's got to be a disqualification, a count out, some kind of interruption.
They had a Rock Stone Cold match and a Stone Cold won clean. So you telling me these guys, they can't win clean? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, I like being dirty and shit, but come on. Let's get a few clean wins. It's like when you playing fucking 2K wrestling. Like, if I'm always going to hit somebody with a chair and then throw it out the ring, come on. You can't only get like 12 wins of that. Let me get a couple of clean wins or something.
So another bad thing that they just keep doing. We got some more action. It was good stuff, and then they had a commercial again.
Yeah, they had like 3 commercial breaks there.
Why? They have some just really dumb segments that are not needed. You got 3 hours, okay? Why can't you put the dumb stuff aside and put a commercial break instead of a backstage segment where Fandango's kissing a rubber ducky or something, you know?
I got a better idea. Anytime the Fusos are wrestling,
come out, cut the commercial.
Get about 5 commercial breaks in. Pay them bills, you know. Like, do it with the wrestlers who's not entertaining. John Cena matches, if you're going to make that main event, get like 2-3 commercial breaks in there. Nobody wants to see that.
No.
So that's the solution to that. Stop having long segments.
I don't get why they put commercials right in the middle of matches.
Nope. Download the WWE. And then what I don't understand is, so you expect, I'm watching TV. You expect me to get on my phone.
Right.
And the commercial's probably about 45 to a minute, maybe 2 minutes. Look at these matches when I'm watching it on TV. That's bullshit.
And what happens? You know what always happens? Like in every single match, they're just they cut the commercial when they're both lying down on like the outside.
Yeah.
All you ever miss is like a clothesline and somebody
and
runs
throwing
into
them
the
back
ring
in the
post.
ring. Or something like that.
That's it, man.
And then they be like, "Oh, Bray Wyatt had this match in control. How? What happened?"
Michael Cole cut into a commercial break. Never changes. It's Bray Wyatt's in control.
Man.
Let's see if Daniel Bryan can fight out of it when he come back.
Michael fucking Cole.
But okay, something nasty. Do you remember what I'm talking about here? When Bray Wyatt hit Daniel Bryan with a nasty body clothesline.
Oh yeah. I seen that. I remember that.
He hit him so hard. I love that.
I
move.
thought it was that neck.
That move is fantastic. Like that's one thing I'm scared of. If he wrestles the Undertaker, and it's WrestleMania, and he's gonna go all out, he might put the Undertaker in the hospital again with that move alone. That's 200, probably 50 pounds. He's coming at you quick, man.
Yeah, he could.
He hit Daniel hard, and there's no like slapping your legs to get any noise.
Nah.
He hit him hard, and you could hear it. So shout out to Bray for
I'm
making.
surprised they had that on Raw.
If he hits that and that backsplash on the Undertaker, that's all.
Night.
People think that's fake. That's not fake. That's 250 pounds coming down on your sternum.
That Sister Abigail, when it first came out, looked at like it fucking.
He hit those
painful.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Sometimes he rolls over too quickly and he just misses completely. That's
but at first, when he first did them, they was on point.
So Kane interfered and he didn't stop the match. He just made Bryan think about him. And
I hate that.
Bray hit the Sister Abigail for the pin. So they might be trying to dim expectations for Daniel so people aren't upset when he loses at the Rumble. I don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
But, yeah, they don't know. They have no idea what they're doing, Brian. I think Sunday's going to come. Brian's going to come out. They're going to hit that eruption. And I think Vince is going to change the little thing in a winner. He's going to let everybody know, let Brian win, let him win a Rumble. Fans are going to be too pissed if they don't.
Triple H? Is that what you said? He's going to come in and change it?
Yeah, they're going to come in and change that shit.
So next we get a backstage segment with the Click, which for most of you should know.
This was the best segment to me.
Triple H, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Shawn Michaels, and X-Pac was kind of a later addition to the Click, but he was always kind of one of them.
Shout out to Sean.
Shout out to Sean Waltman.
LaShawn.
LaShawn or LaShawn?
LaShawn. I bet Sean LaShawn.
LaShawn. Shout out to Damian Sandow, dude. I for real thought he was Sean Waltman.
I did too.
When he came on the screen.
I did too.
He is starting to kill some of these, man. Throwing it back to when he trolled LeBron and Cleveland, or no, he
was it Miami?
It might have been Miami.
I think he
forget.
came in with the Miami.
Yeah,
jersey.
it was Miami right after he announced he's going back to Cleveland. He came out in Cleveland, or actually it might have been Miami.
I
LeBron.
think it was Miami because he wanted to piss him
and
off.
he trolled them so hard. They thought LeBron actually was coming out, and then he came out and just added salt to the wound.
Man.
And they still cheered him. That's how funny it was.
Damian Sandow is probably one of the most hilarious characters they
underutilized.
Right now. Yeah.
So backstage, they're all talking. It's cool to see them again. Kevin Nash,
Big Sexy.
He's one of those guys that it's cool to see him. If you remember, he's held down so many guys.
He did.
The guy was the head booker for WCW for a while. He booked Goldberg to lose the streak to, Kevin Nash. Okay. Dude, Goldberg won like 100. What is it, 172?
He booked on when Hawk did this.
The finger poke of doom, okay? You know, it doesn't do anything if you just poke something.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Let's see if
Come
it does
on.
anything.
Well,
He's out,
I
folks.
sold it.
Dude, but this guy, oh my God.
Kevin,
He's a cool dude. He really
he's
is.
cool as fuck.
But he's such a jerk, man.
Yeah.
Like, it just brings back bad memories whenever I see him. But
He's that one
You know
kid
what?
in high school who used to bully on everybody and was just cool, and everybody let him get away with it. That's what Kevin Nash reminds me of.
he was probably always a star athlete.
He's a fucking troll.
I'm not a big Kevin Nash guy.
He's funny though.
But he is funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's a pretty good talker.
Yeah.
He sucks in the ring. Oh my gosh. Well, he had like 3 moves.
Better than Tuss.
Vince Russo said he went through all of his matches and he had 5 moves. He counted 5 moves.
More than Cena though.
I don't know.
Cena, I counted
He was
4.
so big that it almost didn't matter.
Yeah.
But he was just so boring to watch. But he was a fun talker. But it's cool seeing those guys again, especially Scott Hall. You don't see him too much.
Yeah.
You know, it's Scott Hall, man. You throw the toothpick at him. He was a beast, all right?
He had about 8 moves.
He was good, though.
Yeah,
he was a striker.
Yeah.
He threw them punches, man. So it's cool to see him and appreciate these guys while they're here. A lot of people don't like Shawn because of how he was originally, but he's a cool dude now.
Shawn was a dick, though.
He was, but when he came back after his back injury, he was a changed dude. He was always one of the best workers. So fun to watch in the ring. He earned that Mr. WrestleMania. Triple H, great seller, intensity.
Yeah.
Not a.
He's a great talker. I think he's a great talker.
He's a great heel talker to me, except he goes on and on and on. But
which makes him a face.
Yeah, if you give him like 3 or 4 minutes and say go, and say you can't go over this, I think he'd nail, whatever. Like down the stretch last year of WrestleMania, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
he started pulling some great promos out of himself.
Because Daniel Bryan wasn't the greatest at promos.
He's so easy to hate. Like you just don't like this dude because, well, for one, he's kind of annoying sometimes. 2,
he's full of himself.
He looks like he's full of roids, and I don't think he is because he's just a workout freak. But
I think he is.
Like his body's like in WrestleMania, he was so jacked. But okay, we get those guys and they're talking with each other and they rib each other a little bit. And
funniest thing they said all night, Damien, Miz got mad at Damien and shit. And Big Sexy was like, "This the show you pinned on?" That's what he said, right?
Dude, he did. He said, "Oh man."
I think it was this the show.
That's right. Nash asked Triple H, "What kind of show are you running?"
Yeah, and it's funny.
Triple H said, "I'm so ashamed."
It's funny because it's coming from the guy who almost ran WCW into the ground.
Yeah,
so
really.
it's like
it was kind of funny because they kind of broke the fourth wall, and even though Triple H doesn't run it yet, Vince does. It was kind of. He said, "Well, I'm so ashamed."
Yeah,
I think that there was a little truth there that his name was on some of the stuff that's on this program right now, and I think once he takes over, it's going to be for the better because he's doing some great things.
He took a shot at Vince too.
Vince basically said, "I don't want anything to do with NXT. If you want to develop, this whole program, you do it yourself." And he's done a great job.
Yeah.
They've expanded to Florida now, so they've got 2 different locations. And
sale.
They got some good stuff going on.
More entertaining than Raw for the wrestling part. Promos, you won't get good promos out of NXT.
No, rarely. Maybe Sting or Owens. He
probably get a good one other than that.
Okay, so after that kind of funny, cool segment, you get the Legends panel, which I think is so stupid.
I don't like it because the Hulk's on there.
You get Michaels, you get Hulk, and you get Flair. And it's like, why don't you get some diversity out there?
Yeah.
Because they're all... Okay, Flair isn't quite one of those 2, but everybody is always a best friend of Triple H. It's like, this is how many people he made mad. He pissed everybody off that wasn't his friend. This is why nobody wants to come back. This is why Goldberg as much as he wants to return to the ring, he doesn't want to talk to Triple H, and that's the guy that he has to talk to.
I didn't know Stone Cold was that pissed at Triple H.
Dude, nobody likes Triple H. If they worked with him at the time, they didn't like him most likely.
Yeah.
But
Stone Cold made that Legends panel legit.
Oh my God, yes,
So,
that's.
I would
and
take.
he's still in good
I would keep
standing
Shawn
with
on
them.
there. I'll take probably the Hulk or Flair out. I'll take both of them out.
The Rock is busy. Stone Cold's pretty busy, but it's not like he can't take it.
Yeah, he can do it.
If you have a show in Texas, call him up. Having Hulk on there, it's not even special.
It's not.
Like, a couple years ago, if you saw Hulk Hogan, you're like, this is a cool night. We get to see Hulk Hogan. It's like Brock. Like, this is what I argue with Ray about, is that when you see a dude too many times, all of a sudden, you don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan, when I was younger, I never got to see him ever. So when he finally came out, he would get these huge pops.
Yeah, now it's just annoying. It's like...
It is annoying. I don't like when he comes out, because what is he going to say that benefits me, you know?
That's when I love when Brock comes out. Gives you wings. I love when Brock comes out because it's like a special moment.
You have no clue what Brock is going to say or what Paul Heyman is going to say.
You don't know who he's going to F5.
Hulk Hogan is going to plug the network. He's going to plug John Cena.
$9.99.
He's going to say, what's his first line?
Brother?
What you going to do, brother? Yeah. I don't know.
He never talks about Brooke Hogan, though, which irritates me.
He never talks about Nick, either. Dude's in prison. Did you watch that show at all?
Brooke Knows Best?
Hogan Knows Best, the original.
I watched a few episodes and got pissed off. I watched Brooke because
I watched some of the first season. Just checking out Brooke was so fun.
Yeah.
That family was pretty crazy, though.
He needed the keyword listeners. Once you go to VH1, you broke. Ask T.O. Just saying.
JT's advice of the day. If you are in a happy marriage and you don't need a lot of money, don't get a reality show.
Don't get a reality show.
That is literally, once you sign that reality show check, you are signing your divorce papers.
She
don't work, man.
She taking half.
Yeah, you better have that prenup too. She took more than half. She took 60%.
Hogan's broke.
And she took it at a time when he was getting back surgery because he couldn't walk. Okay?
Man.
She's heartless, man. That's why I try to support Hulk Hogan. I'm not the biggest Hulk guy. But
I hate Hulk. Dude, I wish he just go away.
I'm glad that he's getting his money from WWE because he lost it all. But
that's not our fault.
That's not our fault.
You spend your money right.
You know what? Live off your daughter. I hate to say it, but she's not even making it. Well, she's
making a decent money, yeah.
She's not making money as a singer.
Yeah. I didn't realize she was a singer until you just told me that.
Yeah, she had that song with Fat Joe.
Oh, God. Fat Joe still alive?
Or no, it was Sean Paul.
Oh, okay. Sean Paul.
Or it was Fat Joe. I don't know. It was
both.
It was a white rapper. It was Sean Paul.
Sean Paul's not right.
He's not white, but he's white.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he is. That's the time.
I ain't going to get on the light-skinned rappers and say that for another time.
I feel like we've been stuck on like 48 for about 15 minutes.
It do feel like it a little bit, but...
Okay. So, all right. I need you to go in on somebody for me here. The dude that announces these three guys, these three legends, Byron Saxton.
Oh.
He is like the lights, or not, semi-light-skinned black Michael Cole in training. And he makes me so mad. Tell him why.
He's a fucking douchebag, first of all. He lowers our intelligence. He makes us feel dumb, man.
He smiles at everything.
He does.
Nobody's that happy. You look like you're made of clay, all right?
He looked like he couldn't make it in the industry as a wrestler and just said, fuck it, I'll be Michael Cole.
He does. He's like 6'5". Like, he's huge.
That dude looks like he wanted to be a wrestler but couldn't wrestle.
There's dudes that carry themselves at like 5'7" that you're like, they're not 6 foot?
Yeah.
That's the type of dude that you're like, he's not 5'5"? Like,
Byron Saxton.
Come on,
that
man.
name just Saxton.
Byron Saxton.
Saxton. Where you at, Saxton? Vince Saxton.
Yeah, Saxton.
Get Saxton out there.
You know he comes from so much money.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see it.
He's probably. I bet you.
Seeing Byron Saxton makes me appreciate guys like the Coach,
Jonathan Coachman,
Joey Styles, and Taz. Best
dude, Byron. He's going to be calling Raw in like 5 years. You already know.
Raw might be sold out by then. They might be sold.
I hope so. Dude, that's the first thing I do.
I think Trump would bomb.
If I had the money, I'd go, okay, Byron, you're out. Cole,
get the fuck out, Cole.
He's been there so long.
Bring JR back.
I would send him to the mailroom because it'd probably be really expensive to fire him. I'd say, Lawler, did you take your heart medicine today?
Lawler's
Did you take your Viagra? Okay, go home.
Booker stay.
Booker T, I would say, I want you on SmackDown. You were one of the guys that made SmackDown great.
I keep him on Raw. Who you gonna bring in?
I'm elevating SmackDown again. That's what I'm doing right there with Booker. I'm putting
Joey Styles. Can he get a job?
Joey Styles coming down from the video room.
Yeah, bring Joey Styles.
He's on Raw for me.
Taz?
I don't know if you could get Taz anymore. If you throw a bunch of money.
Donald Trump?
I think if they went to a legit style again, Taz would think about it.
Yeah. I think
you know who I would really want to get for SmackDown? Who? I would want Booker T. I would try to get a. I would try my hardest to find a play-by-play guy that could learn from JR. I would immediately put JR back on Raw.
John Gruden.
Throw all the money to him. It's not the worst idea in the world.
I feel like he can commentate wrestler.
I would place a call to Kurt Angle and say, dude, you know more about wrestling than anybody else.
Good idea, Kurt Angle.
You can talk. You've been both a heel and a face. And if need be, you could still mix it up, as a heel commentator or face commentator.
Okay, Kurt Angle come back. The greatness of him. Everybody wants to see him wrestler.
Give him a mic.
He can cut some sick promos.
As an announcer, he could put a lot of people over.
Yeah.
And I think if you put JR on Raw with a Joey Styles, maybe a Paul Heyman. I might put Paul Heyman on SmackDown with.
Paul's not coming back on commentary.
He's interested.
He is?
Yeah, he said he was. He said I'm very happy with where I'm at right now, but I wouldn't rule it out in the future. Which means I don't want to discuss it, but I'm not saying no. So I'd have Booker, Paul is my play-by-play, and then I would have Kurt Angle as my third guy there.
No JBL.
And then I'd put JBL on Raw with JR and Joey Styles, and let JBL be the heel, and be a heel. Don't be a tweener.
If I was
John Cena's the greatest competitor I've ever faced.
JBL, that's what I do if I was JBL. Wear the APA shirt every day. Fuck.
It's like his attitude changed.
That's his attitude. That's his real attitude. I hate,
dude. And you could see his huge biceps. The dude looked like a beast.
Dude, he's still a beast. He got some beast in him.
Yeah.
And he got
but then he's got the sweet back haircut.
The corporate
it looks
shit,
like this. Looks like the dude down the block you don't want your kids.
If you want to see the real JBL, just go to search Bradshaw.
Yes.
Black hair.
Bradshaw WWF.
Exactly. Just you'll see these nasty, sick
clotheslines
from hell.
You know what? As if nobody had ever seen a wrestling match before, and you said a clothesline was a finisher, they might laugh.
Yeah.
Until you see his version of the clothesline.
This shit is nasty.
For one thing, he went off the ropes a lot of the times, which just gives the illusion that he's picking up a lot of speed.
Yeah.
And he would finish. A lot of people, they clothesline and they get ready for the next move. On a finisher, you can use all your body. So he would run through them and he'd end up almost on the ground. And he just, oh my gosh, what a great move.
That's saving him.
Clothesline from Hell is one of my favorite finishers of all time. Just because of the brute physicality. Oh, yeah. What a beast.
I like that, I can't even comment. That shit's nasty. The shit we seen later on Raw was incredible. It was good to see him do that.
Okay, so we had Byron Saxton.
Fuck him.
He asked if Cena... No, he asked... So, Shawn Michaels, do you believe that John Cena should fight to save the three gentlemen's jobs back?
Off, right back. Hair wrong.
And Shawn simply says,
I like this answer.
No. Nope. That's all he said. No. And then we get
Hulk
Hogan, yes. Hulk Hogan says,
the fucking face he is.
Yes. He should.
So much,
never turn your back on friends.
Then he turned his back on
And then Ric Flair, he says, excuse me, HBK said yes immediately. Sorry. And then Hulk said, definitely yes, brother. You know? So we got two yeses. HBK with the quick yes. He's like, okay.
Hulk
definitely
Ric Flair was probably a little drunk.
And then Flair gives you a look. He goes, I wasn't the 16-time champion for nothing. I get titles. No. So he gives you the no, which I found a little interesting.
I like that he said no.
Yeah, dude, why would you... No, see, this is the problem. Cena has to be the good guy instead of being the guy that cares about the titles.
Exactly.
More than, his... And they try to portray him as the guy that cares about his coworkers when he's the reason Dolph Ziggler has never been over.
Buried.
Oh my gosh, because he always buries them every time. And
Dolph just came back.
When I say he always buries them, sometimes he buries them himself, or he goes to Vince and he tells him to, cool it on the Dolph Ziggler thing. He's getting bigger than me. So
gotta sell that merchandise.
And when he was talking to Stone Cold, fuck you, Stone Cold, for doing this with John Cena. You are so easy on him, man. Actually, ask him a question and, God, dude.
I never seen the Stone Cold John Cena interview.
Anybody who's affiliated with WWE has to bow down to John Cena. Paul Heyman did it too, so screw you for that too.
CM Punk done.
No, he didn't, and he quit. That's why CM Punk is the man. I was never even the biggest fan of him in WWE.
I love CM Punk.
But once he left, you're like, dude, we miss his promos. He was a cool ass dude.
If you want to see one of the best promos ever, Raw shut him off a little bit, but just watch him when he sat down on Raw and just went in.
The pipe bomb.
Yeah, that's probably the greatest promo of all time within the last 20 years easily.
Oh, I'm breaking the fourth wall. So. Yeah, but every time he always says there's a lack of ambition, with the wrestlers. No, it's because you bury them, dude.
Yeah.
So the second topic is about the Royal Rumble, and he asks them why the Rumble was great, and they talk about moments and whatever.
Mr. WrestleMania.
And then he asks them for their prediction of the winner of the Royal Rumble match. And we get HBK says Bray Wyatt.
Which was interesting to me.
I
didn't think he was a Bray Wyatt.
My guess is that they didn't feed them these answers.
No, they didn't.
Because I don't think Bray would be somebody that they'd choose. Or, you know what? Maybe they did because they're trying to build Bray up as this monster for The Undertaker.
Personal preference.
Do you think so?
Personal preference.
What do you guys think? Tell us if you think they're scripting these guys.
Who did Hulk pick?
Hulk Hogan said Dean Ambrose.
No, Ric Flair said Dean Ambrose.
You're right.
Yeah, Hulk picked some face.
My bad.
Was it Reigns?
He picked Daniel Bryan because Hulk Hogan has become an older Cena, and he's trying to play to the crowd.
Yeah. Which I thought he would have picked Reigns, but I guess Bryan makes more sense.
That's interesting too.
That's why I thought that maybe it was their personal preference.
But maybe they know Reigns is going to win it, and they didn't want to just
spoil it. I don't see Reigns win the match.
Okay. Ric Flair says Dean Ambrose because he says he's a little crazy.
You can tell Dean Ambrose and Ric Flair hang out together. If you can't tell that something's wrong, you can tell that shit. Dean will probably be like one of the first 10 out, by the way, but whatever.
I wonder if there'll be any Shield interaction.
Nah.
Reigns eliminated his bros last year. But only after they tried to eliminate him.
Them and Dean. I don't think Reigns will do it. Rollins eliminated. No, he's not going to be in a Rumble match, though.
Who?
Seth Rollins.
Rollins, right.
Yeah, he's not going to be in it. That triple threat actually really fucked things up, though.
Yeah, but I think once they get rid of Cena, it's going to be a heck of a match between Rollins and.
I think Cena. If I think that happens, Cena's going to sneak in there for a couple of one F5 and get a win.
One F5?
Yeah, one. He's not getting two in this match. Probably at the end.
Well, Rick stands up and woo, 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 woo. No, he didn't do all those.
Drunk
But
ass motherfucker.
Big Show comes out. And he basically tells them, you guys are a bunch of scrubs. Hulk, I beat you in my debut.
Like Big Show's not a scrub, though.
Yeah, really. He's the king of the scrubs.
Yeah.
And he says it eats at you and blah, blah, blah. We get a pretty boring promo.
His promo was pathetic.
And then...
This is for my family!
Ric Flair takes his jacket off.
The crowd said he sold out, too. Yeah.
And he starts dancing around. And, whoop, whoop, and he gets ready and he punches Big Show and he doesn't move. And then he bounces off the ropes right into a knockout punch, Because Big Show knocks anybody out anytime he punches him.
Apparently.
Which is believable, except the fact that he could do that at any time during any match.
And he always loses the match.
Yeah, so. It's ridiculous. So, this kind of sucked. The segment sucked.
That was a fucked up segment. They got the wrong legends on the legend panel.
And then, you get the Reigns save at the end. Big Show. It's tough to see Roman be the hero every single week. It's starting to get boring.
He's becoming a new Cena. Cena might be retiring in the next 7 years.
And then we get a funny but inevitable result. The Cena web poll question. I think it was 85%. Yeah, 85% of the fans wanted Cena to put his title opportunity on the line.
Which tells you how much
they don't want to see Cena in that main event.
That's all that says.
Because could you imagine how good a Rollins-Lesnar one-on-one would be?
Really good, yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
The technician to get Brock a few times. I think eventually the power will.
And so Cena tries to spin it, and she goes, "Do you interpret this as the fans maybe not wanting to see you in that match?" And he goes, that could be it for some people, but I think most people would want me to.
But the percentages just said that they don't want to see you.
Yeah, but he thinks people want him to save their favorite wrestlers.
No.
Which people, you know what? We like Dolph Ziggler.
But other than that, Eric Rowan.
Cheering for Eric Rowan. Ryback's over, but jeez, man.
CM Punk basically buried him.
That's you know what? That just shows how bad it is right now when Ryback is one of your top stars.
He's a top 6, ain't he? Top 6.
You right? Who's over him? Dean. Reigns isn't bigger than Ryback right now.
Reigns?
Not to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty tired of him already. He needs some re-energize.
Reigns just needs to...
He needs a Red Bull.
It gives you wings. The thing about Reigns is we did that at the same time, too. The thing about Reigns is, like, he came back from injury too fast. If he would have stayed out for a couple of more months, then maybe became the face. Like, he came back too quick, and it's like we already knew he was going to be the face, and now they're just shoving him down our throat. Like, fuck it. You're going to take Reigns, and you're going to take him more and more. No homo, but that's how it is.
So next we had Dean Ambrose and Bad News Barrett.
I don't know why Wade Barrett's not in a new wrestling company. He's got to go.
Dude, Wade Barrett is so boring.
His potential as a wrestler is decent, though. It's really good. It's just...
He's so boring.
Yeah, he's boring.
Dude, your finishing move. It's like this, okay? We're facing each other, and I'm throwing elbows, I'm throwing punches. And then all of a sudden, I go.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, that wins the match.
Let me ask you this, because you used to have the Wasteland. Was Wade Barrett more entertaining than the upcoming star in Nexus?
Had to be.
Cena buried him. You never know what Wade Barrett could have been. Now he's just like, he's not ever going to be better than, this certain amount because they're holding him back. So he's like, fuck it. Whatever. I'll just play the game.
Right,
I think that's how a lot of wrestlers think right now with Cena.
That's the problem. You say it's a lack of ambition. No, it's a surplus of knowledge, knowing that they can only go so high. So they know, let me just get mine.
The only wrestler I see that keeps trying to go high, but he's never going to get it is Dolph. Dolph, every week
comes out. Wants it, doesn't he?
Something. Every week is something new.
He cuts these promos about how he's being held down. And it's almost sad, because it's so real. Like, his talking ability has improved so much, and part of it is because of the struggles he's had in this company. So we got Bad News Barrett and Dean Ambrose, and who would have guessed was gonna win this one? Because Bad News Barrett lately is just spiraling for some reason.
And Dean just
right when they give him the championship, of course.
They make that title so like.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't like Barrett, but if he's gonna have the title, what the hell is he doing losing all the time? It's just dumb.
And then they don't make enough title matches.
Yeah.
I feel like they should give. I feel like with the Intercontinental U.S. champion, give us a title match every fucking Monday, every 2 Mondays or something.
It's crazy. Give me a Dolph Ziggler title match every Monday.
Give me a Dolph Ziggler versus Seth
Rollins. That's a great.
They need to have that more often. That should be the biggest feud right now. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth. Those are 2 best athletes in the company. 2 of your top 5 wrestlers.
On the main roster.
Yeah, on the main roster.
Adrian Neville's probably the best.
But you gotta give us that.
So Barrett kind of takes control. Dean fires back. Does all of his crazy Dean punch kick, clothesline combo.
Dean is very limited. Watching him wrestle.
He can take it another level. I think they just dial him down.
Yeah, probably do.
So he comes back after a commercial, and Barrett turns his thing inside out, which is I guess his superpower.
I got some bad news, my friend.
And then all of a sudden he goes, getting it ready. And he goes for it and he misses.
If he did the JBL clothesline, that move would be a lot more legit.
And then, Ambrose, turns that into a duck, into a double arm DDT, which I guess is, he's going with his
Dirty
finisher.
Deeds, right? That's his name.
They called it a Dirty Deeds, even though it's not really Dirty Deeds. And he wins, and I was like, oh, okay.
The match is pretty boring to me, honestly.
Very boring. Nothing different. Dean's losing his steam slowly but surely. And then
Dean to be a female SmackDown.
A new day.
Let me put some sweat on my back.
Yeah. Let us make a nice little thing for Martin Luther King at the beginning.
Y'all remember when Big
E stereotypically make Big E a preacher?
Big E used to have all the potential in the world. They used to feed us a lot of Big E, but now it's Big E can barely get a singles match by himself.
Right. Hey, I got one thing to say. Do it for the day.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the day.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the day.
I ain't gonna do it.
Ah!
Oh man, that's such a loser. He realized Do It for the Vine was like in 2013.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
It wasn't even that good.
And then he did it late.
And oh my gosh, there's nothing there, man.
Nothing.
They're fun to watch in the ring because they got good workers, but other than that, it's a wasteland.
You saw Xavier Woods. Can't stand to watch him. Big E, I feel like Big E is a way better wrestler than Ryback though, so I don't really understand that.
You have to let him do more.
Yeah.
So we get A New Day versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, 2 really good workers that are stuck in a horrible spot right now.
Tyson Kidd is on NXT half of the time.
And then he's in the storyline with Natalya.
No respect.
Seems to never end.
No respect.
I don't want to talk about this match.
I don't either. Let's fuck this match.
A New Day wins by a roll-up.
We got the Ascension right next. That probably was the biggest moment.
Yeah. You can take the reins, no Roman. But I'll set it up for you and you can talk about it.
Right.
So we got the NWO with, minus Hulk and like 30 other people.
What about they did give a shout out to the Wolfpack. I don't know if you heard that. I caught that. It's like 45 members in there.
Scott Hall, hey yo, it does his little thing.
The Ascension came out to the Illuminati.
Damn, you
did
it though.
They didn't interrupt it.
Yeah,
I thought the Ascension came out first. No,
they did. Yeah. They did. So Nash was talking about their egos, and he says, I know I have a big ego.
That's how it is.
Or he says something about having a big ego, but it's not that big. And then he talks about how we were just involved in everything that was great ever.
Yeah.
So that was pretty funny. And
that's what's hilarious.
He's still a cool dude.
Yeah. That's a horrible.
You know, at least he got off of his charges so he can make it to Raw.
What charges he got? I ain't hear about that.
Fighting his son.
I wonder who won that.
Oh, he had a banged up eye and cuts
Kevin
on his
Nash?
face, yeah.
How big is his son? About tall as him?
Not as tall as him. He's 6'10", they're 6'11".
Shit.
He's one of those dudes. He's a Patrick O'Brien. Like he struggles to get up the floor.
Yeah, you can tell.
So, he'd tear his quad or something trying to run up the floor. So the Ascension comes out and
these guys are pathetic, dude.
Dude, I freaking hate them.
I remember when you was hyping them up, and I was like...
I was hyping the fact that it was something different. It was Illuminati. Their entrance was cool.
The thing they could have did with the Illuminati, though, if they wanted to make it cool, they could have made Big E and Kofi the Illuminati, the Ascension.
Part of the Ascension?
Yeah.
That would have been tough, though.
I don't know. Big E can sell
Is
it.
it because they're black?
Exactly. What most people think of the Illuminati, first thing, they killed Tupac. These black guys killed Tupac. And then have...
Ray thinks everything's the Illuminati.
Ray Walden?
Nah, Ray John.
Oh, I saw Ray John. That's even worse, dude. He doesn't think everything.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Red Bull, too.
Red Bull.
Gives you wings. You ain't been drinking shit. But hey, I ain't got nothing else.
That's like 2 drops.
Oh, I ain't got shit. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty cool segment. Yeah. They had the APA come out. Billy Gunn came out and Road Dogg. I always forget the other dude's name. I just remember Billy Gunn because he's got guns out his ass.
Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, yeah.
Shout out to them. They got a match at Royal Rumble too somehow. Triple H's best friends.
Keep getting them checks. Man. Talk about keep getting them checks.
They don't keep them checks, guys.
I know Billy Gunn's scared because last time he was in the ring, he pulled about every muscle he had.
Really? I did like when JBL came out with damn. Ronnie Simps. They need to give him more time with the dams because I noticed they've been not been giving him as many damn times this past year.
I don't even know. What does he do with the company nowadays? It's got to be with him, right? He's on like
chilling
every now and then,
playing cards in the back and just chilling.
They did have a segment where Farouk and JBL.
Yeah, they used to do that all the time with the dub. It just shows you how great of the fucking WWE tag teams used to be. You had Edge, the Hardys, Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, JBL and APA. You had 5 elite tag teams. And I mean, even if they weren't getting title matches, they still have pay-per-views of those tag teams. Nowadays, I can't name 2 elite tag teams in WWE. So
I can't name one.
Fusos?
Fusos?
I mean, they're basically
Lucha Dragons are really fun to watch, but they've got a lot to prove.
Yeah, NXT too. So
yeah, but
JBL ended up with a clothesline from hell that was vicious.
It was nice.
I mean, it looked like I don't know if he's been practicing that, but I felt, did he hit Connor with it or was the other guy?
I don't know which one.
I don't know which. They're so irrelevant.
They're so boring.
I think they're gonna get a title match eventually, though.
So backstage, we get this stupid little segment about Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and they're happy and they're ready to reveal Cena's opponent. And this guy with the drum roll, it's a comedy routine. If I say it's not gonna be funny,
yeah,
you had to see it.
And they said you're fired at the end.
Yeah,
you guys guessed that, right?
They fired the drummer. This is sports entertainment. Sports entertainment.
I'm in the sports entertainment business, not the wrestling business.
Hey Vince, I'm in the wrestling business now. Well, you're not in the same business as me.
Gosh, I wish Ted Turner would have won that war. I think things would be so much different. Why the fuck Eric Bischoff fuck up, dude? You had it.
They all messed up.
And then it just makes it worse because now I gotta watch this poor product. And then I watched all the Monday Night Wars, and I was like, damn, this shit could have been so much different if NWO would have just developed Eddie Guerrero, all these young stars they had.
They got greedy.
I think Eddie Guerrero could have been on, and if they developed him better, he could have been better than The Rock.
Jericho.
He would have been better than The Rock.
Yeah.
Even on the mic.
He had the chance.
Yeah.
They missed the ball on Jericho. They missed the ball on Ray. They missed the ball on Eddie.
I can understand Ray. The Ray, I mean, Jericho, but
if
Eddie
you
Guerrero.
watch Ray, like, one thing they did, they didn't discover Ray because ECW discovered Ray, but they let him go in the ring in their cruiserweight division, and all of them had their time, but they knew that there was a ceiling.
Yeah.
That cruiserweights were never looked at as anything more than that. I
understood that because when Eddie got there, he went from cruiserweight, worked his way up to, I think it was the European belt.
Yeah.
Then got to heavyweight.
And Eddie was one of those guys that he was built, man.
Great worker.
He was built. So I discovered he was 5'8", and I was like,
yeah,
what do you mean he was 5'8"? And that's being generous. Like,
yeah.
he might have been 5'7", 5'6". Like, that dude carried himself like he was 6'2".
Yeah.
If you had asked me who was taller, John Cena or Eddie Guerrero, and as a hardcore Eddie fan growing up, I mean, I never thought to look at his actual height, but he looked tall to me because he was just
I thought he was like 6'1" at least.
Yeah.
At least. They had Goldberg. They could have had some good matches.
Shout out to Eddie. Rest in peace, my brother.
We need you.
We need you now.
Shout out to Chavo, too.
You know what? A few years ago, Eddie would have been top guy in the company.
Yeah.
Eddie.
I wonder how things would have went if Eddie never, passed away.
Eddie never passed. They went with Kurt instead of John, and Edge had his neck injury.
Yeah, that thing's
sad day. Badass.
The Kurt over John, I didn't understand all that. You got to go with Kurt Angle. He was weird with The Rock. And
how could you not choose Kurt over John?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I can see why Kurt Angle would never want to come back.
Oh.
He put in the work. John could have had his turn maybe 4 or 5 years down the road, and then you set that up. But
why would you go with John over Kurt?
John wasn't even that big of a bodybuilder then either.
He was still a big dude. He came out, and not only did he overtake Kurt, in his debut he came out and beat Kurt. Or no, so he didn't beat him. He came like within 2 seconds of beating him.
He buried him.
But he basically, it gave you the thought that, okay, pretty soon this guy's going to be bigger than Kurt Angle. And you're going, what?
And then another thing that fucked over the WWE, Brock leaving, they didn't see that coming. But, I mean, yeah, it's hard to agree with John Cena, so I can't blame Brock for leaving. Brock, super athlete. I think if Brock would have took the reins, this company would be.
Can you imagine that though? Like Brock, Kurt, The Rock coming in, but Edge, Eddie. I think we would have had a happier Benoit, and he would have stayed with us.
Yeah.
Jericho still making his rounds, but like that
late
2000s would have been probably the most talented roster.
Because after 2005, everything went downhill.
Once Eddie passed away, it all unraveled.
Yeah.
You don't realize how important he really was until he was gone.
Yeah.
Because him at the
he was letting Ray, division, and then him and Ray.
Him with JBL, they had some great rivalries.
Underrated rivalry.
Stuff going on. And Ray, Ray's best stuff was with Eddie. Booker T, great stuff with Eddie. He brought out the best in Chris Benoit. Yeah. Chris was a loner.
Yeah,
he didn't talk to anybody except for Eddie. And so to lose the one guy, I think sent him over the edge. That was the early 2000s was the best wrestling
you ever see
ever in the WWE, WWF. They wasn't storytelling was good. It wasn't the Attitude Era. It was the.
This is the best wrestling though, because Edge was a good wrestler, a great wrestler.
Oh my god.
Jericho, great wrestler back in the day.
When Christian is in like your mid-teens, you know you got a solid roster there. That's the reason they kept bringing back Christian because they're like, well, the guy can wrestle.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, but
His
he looks
charisma
like
was
he's
fucking
50.
yeah.
Oh man,
Nah, you
Go
don't
on
get that
and
type
on
of
about
wrestler.
that stuff. And there's a lot of guys. There's a lot of talent on this roster right now. So
I see at least.
there's
Honestly,
no Eddies, though. There's no Eddies.
Yeah, they're definitely missing an Eddie. I don't think you ever can get that guy back though. Eddie's a once in a generation type of guy.
Well, for starters, his dad is one of the most, or his grandfather was one of the most famous wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
Period. Like he's one of Gory Guerrero was one of two families, the Guerreros, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head, of like wrestling royalty in Mexico. So he was like a prodigy. He was supposed to be great.
Yeah.
I guess we gotta hope for Dominic Rey's son to want to wrestle.
And it's like he's got hope, but
I'm your papi.
I just think right now this roster has about like they got 7 main eventers who can main event WrestleMania, and if the crowd isn't morons, they can get over. You got Damian Sandow, that would be my number 7.
I'm with you.
This might be a little Bray Wyatt, of course.
Agreed.
I'm not going to really order. I think Titus O'Neil can do some things.
I think he can too. I think he needs to be a face.
Yeah, I think he needs to be a face too.
Cause he's just not a mean guy.
Yeah, he's
You're
not.
either
You
a
just
heel
don't
or
see
you're a
that.
face.
You got Daniel Bryan, of course, Seth Rollins. I don't think Dean Ambrose can be a main eventer.
I think he could, just not long term.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Long term main eventers that you can go with for a future. I said Bryan, Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is really their number 1 guy.
I think that's 5.
That's like 6. Said Titus. Seth, Daniel. Missing a guy. Bray, Dolph.
Said Sandow.
Sandow is probably their 4th best. And that kid from NXT, the Owens kid, he can main event WrestleMania right now.
Yeah,
right now. Like, he can main event that shit. I mean, obviously you got Brock. Other than that, I don't see any main eventers.
Him against Sami Zayn at WrestleMania would destroy the house.
Yeah. That's 2 faces, though. Probably Adrian Neville.
Owens is a heel.
He's a heel?
He beat the shit out of.
I thought but he seems more like a face guy.
Well, he probably will be eventually because they like him. But he's a heel right now because he just destroyed Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville.
Yeah.
He powerbombed them into the side of the ring. The side, not like on top, but the side.
Man, they got a lot of fucking talent here on that roster. You can't forget about the guys like Randy Orton. Randy Orton is probably the most not used wrestler ever. Like, they don't use him right.
At this point in his career, he should be going over bad wrestlers and putting over really good wrestlers.
I don't think he should come back. Not if they're going to not use him right. If you're going to keep having matches with Cena. I don't want to see another Cena Orton match.
He should get his checks. Yeah, no, I'm done with that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think he really wants
Cena
to come back.
Orton.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
For the 16th time? 20th? 21st.
They've probably wrestled over like 300 shows.
It's not entertaining because Cena can't carry his own. If you put Orton with a good wrestler, Dolph, that would be the best one.
There's like 15 wrestlers that could have a really good match with Randy Orton because he's so good. Roman Reigns could have a great match with Randy Orton.
Oh no,
dude, Orton's a beast.
Roman Reigns can't wrestle though.
But he could Reigns can wrestle with good opponents. He can't carry a match, but he can hold his own with a guy that can carry a match.
I can see that maybe. I like the Dolph.
Seth Rollins, he had a good match with Seth Rollins the other week.
Yeah, he did.
So
Seth carried that match though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like, John can't be with a guy and have a good match.
Yeah. Because
he can't be carried because he's that freaking fat.
You know I didn't understand the whole. We never seen too much CM Punk Randy Orton, which I thought they really could have sold out with that.
I've missed a few years of.
We never got that.
But I never saw it.
Never got that. We probably got it maybe once in the tag team, not a singles match. Never really did that.
So we find out that Cena's got to face Kane, Big Show, and Rollins.
If I see if Big Show's in another match in about 3 months, I might be done with it. He can't be main event. He can't be him or Kane.
Shout out to him for being an MVC basketball player. As for my allegiances, and screw this dude, man.
He does this for his family.
He does.
This is my livelihood. That might be the best line he ever said in his career. You guys realize that? My livelihood.
Don't sit down too quick. That hurts, man.
Man, that's your livelihood right there.
That is my livelihood. All right, so we got a Paige Natalya versus Summer Rae and Alicia Fox.
Not that entertaining of a match.
I don't even remember.
They didn't let them do anything.
I
think Paige hit that.
Paige finished it with her Scorpion.
That was probably the best part.
Whatever the heck it's called. Scorpion.
I don't really see nothing in Alicia Fox.
The Paige tap out. Yeah. I hate that name so much. The Paige tap out. Like, shouldn't it be the Paige, Scorpion grab? I don't know. It just didn't sound
You
right.
realize they have nobody for Paige to face, right?
No. She's a beast.
Is AJ gone?
Yeah, she's gone.
It's official?
No.
Okay, she's not coming back.
I wonder why. At this point, everybody hates her that's there because she's her boyfriend is her husband is the CM. So then we get Rusev against you can get with this and you can get with that. What you heard about that? I'll pop you like a pimple.
Oh man, Rusev.
And R-Truth.
He's another one. He should retire.
He's only like 28. No, he's not.
He's 38, 40, 48. I feel like
he probably started late.
You know what R-Truth is? R-Truth
He's probably a boogeyman, but we just don't know it.
He could be.
You ever seen them at the same time?
But one's a lot darker though.
Yeah, I know. They're not really, but they're pretty close.
I would love to see R-Truth is basically Jay Briscoe. The WWE needs to get this guy from ROH, Jay Briscoe. Probably cuts the best promos I've seen since the Attitude Era.
Cut that promo right now for me.
I'm gonna beat your ass, punk bitch. Punkin' head bitch. Big bitch. Boy, I'm gonna get your ass, boy, bitch. You ain't shit, big bitch. Punkin' head ass bitch. Wallabill head ass bitch. I'm gonna get your ass, boy. You think you shit. You ain't shit, bitch.
You ain't nothing, man.
Bitch. And that's the Jay Briscoe promo.
Jay Briscoe cut a nasty
But that's
promo.
the Attitude Era for you.
It was great. It's like, if you can't talk, just do that.
Exactly. Which is another reason why Vince needs to take the PG shit off. Like,
dude, if you got a guy that looks like Roman Reigns and he comes out and he says, Big Show, get your 500-pound bitch ass out here so I can beat your ass.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, it's like, this dude's pretty cool.
Exactly. But he wants to make everything fucking PG and dumb it down for us.
Get your salty butt out here so I can wipe your booty with the paper.
But that's another thing.
What are you doing?
People don't realize the Attitude Era. They had the fucking TV-14, so The Rock cursed. When The Rock, I realized this about The Rock. He came back one Monday and he still cursed because he thought it was the TV-14 era. He didn't realize it was the fucking PG era. Nobody's gonna say anything to The Rock. But he made his promos great because he'd come in and he'd talk, and come in with a cuss word and be like, whoa, did he just say that?
Eat your candy ass.
Yeah, exactly. And
sign that son of a bitch.
It's like, now it's like, come on. Like, nobody wants to see this fucking PG shit, dude. Like, who are you? Like, I don't understand. Is he promoting this wrestling to kids or to young adults or teenagers? Like, that would make more sense. Stop fucking putting TV PG on this shit.
I hated when Roman came out and he was talking to Seth. I thought, what the heck did he say? He said, I don't mind that you blah, blah, blah. You know what? I do mind. It's
so
like,
stupid, dude.
What?
It's so stupid.
Like, why would you do that? Why would you say, I don't mind, and then go, I do mind? Who was writing your stuff, man? It's gotta be Vince.
Vince.
If this dude was in Space Jam he'd rattle off something from I Love Lucy. Like, he's always 50 years
Kevin
too early.
Dunn. Kevin Dunn.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, his next promo, it's got to be something like Silly Wabbit, or Big Show's going to come down in the ring and he's going to go, Ruh-roh. Like, this dude, shout out to Scooby-Doo, that's a good show.
Man, that was
But
a great show.
you can't do that in the wrestling business, man. If he says jinkies, I'm out of here.
I don't understand why he's still doing it, you know. Why just not?
It doesn't work. Okay, so Rusev squashes Truth.
It was about a 3-minute match at that.
1 minute.
1 minute? His entrance was only 2 minutes.
You can get with this, or you can get with
He
that.
did have some new lyrics in there, though. Not too
No,
many.
he didn't even have new lyrics. He had a new word. And Booker T hasn't paid attention to the show for about 2 years. And so he goes, oh, he got some new lyrics.
Booker was trying to rap with him.
He did. He said, what's up? Michael goes like, what's up? So backstage, we get Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. I love
Great
this
stare
stuff,
down,
man.
man.
That was the week before. Good try.
Fuck it. I thought it was another stare
Well,
down.
it is. I mean, we go backstage where Rollins is walking with J&J, and he's approached by Lesnar and Heyman. And Lesnar gets in Rollins' face and says,
security.
he says, don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you yet. And then he tells him, I'm a prize fighter, man. I don't do this for free.
He kept it real. I love that about Lesnar.
He says he wants him to take Cena out of the match, and then he'll see him and take him out then. So Lesnar
did a lot of talking, and I liked it.
I think he's like, you know what? This might be my last run. Let me get a few words in here.
I don't think he's coming back if he leaves.
I don't think he is either. I think he may come back for a match, but it ain't gonna be no full-time stuff.
I think
Or,
it's
part-time.
I think it's a 5% chance that he stays.
I think there is a chance. I think
everybody's trying to say he has. I think Lesnar really likes
if he's
wrestling.
in full health, I think he's going UFC, man, because he's not happy about how that last run ended.
Yeah.
He knows, and it's not helping that Shane Carwin. He said, yeah, Lesnar, man, he's not that good. He's one-dimensional. He can't really do anything. Keep in mind, this is a guy that Lesnar beat.
Yeah.
When he was coming back from health problems. And he said he's a one-dimensional fighter. If he comes back, I'll come out of retirement, beat his ass, and send him back to fake wrestling. So you're going to get some guys that are talking stuff.
Yeah, that's
not nearly as many as CM Punk, because Brock's a bad dude. And if you see him outside of a hotel, you ain't going to say it to him.
Yeah.
CM Punk's a good guy. He'll come back with like a remark that'll make fun of you, and you'll be like, oh, man, that was kind of good.
Yeah.
But Brock will come back with a fist that'll squash you, okay?
The thing about Brock with the US, I don't think he feels like he gets enough respect there.
He doesn't.
And I feel like with the WWE, he knows he's the king. I mean, he knows he's squashing Cena. Even if Cena wins.
That's got to be fun, coming out there and you get huge pops or huge boos. And, first of all, in the back
he doesn't
of your
need
mind,
the money.
You're getting like $30K or
he doesn't
$20K
need the money.
I don't know how much he's actually getting paid. But you're making like 30 G's just walking out there and standing. Or you get to go out there and F5 somebody.
Yeah.
He likes that.
See, the thing is,
he loves doing that.
I think
he just doesn't like traveling.
I think if it doesn't happen, it's because Vince doesn't want to pay him that money no more.
Vince can't pay him that money anymore. Vince is broke, man.
I think
compared to like billionaire status, Vince is broke.
I think Vince is realizing like his only chance is saving that wrestling for another 5 years. I think he's trying to get 3 to 5 years out of it, and then pull out. No, but I think he's trying to get 3 or 5 more years out, and I think he realized the only thing he can do with that and get that money back is with Brock. So
the thing is, I think Vince is still coherent enough to realize that he's a huge draw right now, but if he goes back to the UFC and he becomes champion again,
yeah, he ain't coming back.
I don't know if he can beat Cain Velasquez, but if he did, then if he does agree to a match in the future and Vince has the money, all of a sudden he's a huge draw. Not only for WWE, but some people might cross over and be like, hey, I want to see this dude.
It won't happen, though.
It probably won't.
It won't happen.
But
that's too much of a chance. Vince can't afford that risk. What if he don't beat him?
Don't you think he'd give him a one-match paycheck, though? At
Not if he don't beat him.
I think he would.
I don't know.
As long as he's coming back and winning.
It has to be the main event, too.
Okay, so we get a Fuso against the Miz next. What's
really
your thought on the Usos?
Ain't shit changed. It's a different week. Nothing changes with these guys. They're so boring. My problem with them is it's more like they're not real high flyer wrestlers. They're not. They're not ground and
They
pound.
can't jump. They're not overweight, but as for wrestlers, they're not in great shape.
They're not. They're overweight. I'm gonna call it how it is. They're overweight. That's why I don't understand. What are they? Are they a ground and pound wrestler?
But they are Samoan too. I wonder. Like most Samoans,
they're overweight, dude.
They are.
They're overweight like a motherfucker. And they got them flying around.
Roman Reigns is out there looking good as hell. So
Roman Reigns could probably do more flying moves than them.
I wonder if he could.
I think they hold
him
back.
He's a linebacker.
Yeah, they probably hold him back. So with the
I'd like to see him.
The Usos probably just like defensive fucking tackles or some shit.
Dude, the Undertaker did suicide dives over the top rope.
Yeah.
For like the last 15 years of his career. That's a 7-year-old.
And these guys can't even.
Like 43 years old, he was jumping out of the ring as Shawn Michaels.
That's what I'm saying.
What a beast!
The talent is just not there. Like I don't know what. And then the thing I don't understand
he
about
best
that
matches in his 40s.
The thing I don't understand, you're gonna let the Usos get over, but you're not gonna let Titus O'Neil get over. That dude is a freak.
Why is he, dude? He's never like on Raw.
A freak. Him and Damien Sandow, freaks. Damien Sandow's a freak, dude.
As a tag team too.
Like make the tag team division legit.
The underutilized guys getting together with Damien as the mouth.
And then so Titus can just
the brawn. That'd be great.
That'd be a great tag team, but Vince doesn't see it that way. He want to pit Brother and Brother together. That's fucking fat as fuck. I don't even know what they are, dude. Like if I play with them on Wrestling 2K, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I jumping off the top?
That's true.
Like what are they?
Dude, when they jump over those top ropes, I'm just waiting for the day where their foot clips that top one and they just take a spill.
But Vince only got them because they're like, it's that bloodline.
It's a family.
Yeah.
They're like third cousins of Reigns or something.
Really?
Well, they're in the Rikishi's their father.
I wonder if
Rikishi's Roman's
uncle. Reigns be hitting Naomi. She's probably the hottest diva they got.
I feel like Jay's probably hitting that.
Who's Jimmy?
Okay. So here's the thing that all you guys wanted to see. Or some of you guys probably wanted to see.
Y'all wanted to see me play WWE Immortals like fucking Mad Genius.
Alright, well, move on.
Hey, Paige just I'm playing with Paige right now. What the fuck out of here.
So we get Cena against those three. And I don't even want to cover this match because it was so boring.
So typical.
You kind of knew how it was going to end. We thought. We didn't know how it was going to end because it changed. So Cena, oh my God, dude. He almost gets counted out, okay? And it was like, I was starting to think, okay, is he going to lose his title spot? Because
it was
like 7.
9.
And he's just lying on the ground, like barely moving. And then he goes, 8.
9.
He's just chilling on the ground, not even really moving yet. He goes, 9. Dude, all of a sudden jumps up, runs into the ring.
My theory is he was too relaxed. He's supposed to get up at 6 or 7.
You gotta start stirring, man. Your psychology sucks.
Yeah.
You are trash.
He's a trash wrestler, dude.
He would be a bad garbage man.
Yeah, I kind of now 1/4, and he just got up out of nowhere and was in there. It's whatever.
That makes me so mad. That's so unrealistic. And when people outside of WWE, the fans, when they come to try to watch this, they're like, okay, you know what? I watched Raw back in the day. Let me check it out and see what's going on. And they see this dumbass just
that's why people don't
standing up at the last second in the main event with there's 6 minutes left in the freaking show. And this guy's making a fool of himself. Oh my God.
Every time he goes out there, he's making a fool of himself.
And so he comes back in, and
Can't see me.
Rollins.
You can't see me.
Rollins goes for the curb stomp. Cena gets up. And all of a sudden, Sting appears. Okay?
Let's talk about how horrible that was.
We have not seen Sting since Survivor Series.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was the intro?
What?
How bad was the intro? I give it a 10.
Okay, what was kind of stupid was that they had a picture of him
on the screen. Yep.
And JBL goes, I think it's just a picture. Cole said it. I forgot he said it. It's just a picture. And I get it because I think they were trying to act like it was just a still shot of Sting and he wasn't actually going to appear. His face was just going to be there.
Dang.
And all of a sudden he comes out. Cool robe. I like the robe. But the whole thing was just weird. He didn't do anything. He just caused distraction.
And that's really what you're going to do with Sting? Can we at least come out? Can he come out the... I thought with the when they first brought him back, him coming out the Raptors was pretty cool to me. You know, I would love to see him coming out an audience or something, but even the Raptors would have been, better than just him on the fucking picture and then standing and staring at Triple H. I didn't really get that at all. That was bad. They executed that horribly.
Notice who he's saving, guys.
Yeah, John Cena. So is John Cena.
If you haven't noticed this, wake up.
John Cena getting over him too?
He gets a rub from Sting.
Yeah. I was pretty disappointed that the fact that John Cena went into the crowd.
I was so upset. Oh my god.
Hugged this little boy. And then you had
what was that? That child molestation. What is he doing?
Did you see how he held him so close?
He's like, oh man.
Yeah. And then
God, dude,
was like 3 older gentlemen.
Get the camera off of him.
3 older gentlemen was just there. I don't know if they put their hands up, happy to be on TV, but they could at least did this. It's not that fucking hard to do this. You could have did this and they could have showed it. They probably wouldn't even have time to edit it. So they could have did this, but they didn't do that.
I mean,
and I know they're not Cena fans. The only thing they have Cena shirts on. It's just
what I say is that you know what? I like that he does that. It's cool. The kid gets his moment. I'm happy for the kid. Don't show it, okay? If you donate to charity, but you do it by going down to the charity and inviting all your friends to show them that you're donating.
It's like he wants to be recognized.
That defeats the freaking purpose, man. If you are going to do a good thing, why do you have to let everybody know you're doing it?
And then you notice on all
why can't you do something for yourself?
The Make-A-Wish commercials, he's always the main guy doing
Why is there always a camera there?
Yeah. It's like he does it for the attention. Like he doesn't do it out of the kindness of his heart.
We get it. Stop taking cameras to the hospitals of these kids. They're being exploited.
You paying him, John?
He's paying him.
You gotta be doing something. But then we had Brock come out. We thought Paul Heyman was gonna hold him back.
I liked this. I liked the ending. That I didn't like how.
I didn't like how John wasn't in the ring.
No, see, John got the freaking rub from Sting, and as soon as Sting came out, I go, "Oh, that's cool. Sting's here." And then I remember, oh god, he's gonna distract him, and Cena's gonna win. So sure enough, he wins. And then Triple H goes, he grabs a mic and he goes, "No, Sting." No, he's selling this intensity, which was cool because
he does sell the intensity way too.
They're trying to get this WrestleMania match set up, which is fine. And so Cena, he pulls like a CM Punk and runs out of the crowd with his pride. I'm surprised he didn't trip.
He barely got over the barricade.
Triple H tells Sting he doesn't belong here. And then all of a sudden, Brock Lesnar comes out. And he is mad. And he said he came to fight. To the ring.
I ain't never seen him run that fast. I was shocked. Paul was trying to hold him back.
He just flips out and starts beating up everybody.
Beast.
He beats up Rollins. He beats up Kane. Hits Big Show with an F5.
Believable when he does it too. And
Brock was just standing in the middle of the ring, just looking at the the hard camera, just flexing,
Yeah.
like freaking staring at it. And
Big
I'm
Show.
going, that's how you
Yeah.
finish off a Raw, man. But, man,
Then
sorry
the
for
F5
Brock
came.
that he had to stay here all 3 hours. He's got to be there at the beginning and the end. What are you
Yeah.
doing? I hope you got to go out to dinner in between. Because
Probably got a
shout
steak.
out to Brock.
Man.
Probably got a couple.
But I would definitely like to see. But they don't understand with Brock. They make him look so unhuman. This is Brock Lesnar. This is how he is. But then you let him get F5 by Cena twice.
Hey.
Oh yeah, A8. Oh god, what do you used to call it? The
F.U.
Now they changed to the AA, but whatever.
The standing fireman's carry.
So my predictions for basically Raw, I'm gonna let Subway in it. Brock Lesnar is probably gonna get another 16 suplexes on 2 opponents. Not gonna say the winner, but I'll say probably at least over under 10. I'm gonna take the over. About you?
16 suplexes?
10.
Oh, 10. Combined to both competitors?
Yep.
Over. Yeah. He's got
at least 12.
I think he's hitting at least,
Because I feel like the match is gonna be like at least.
probably like 13.
The match is gonna be. They having 4 matches, probably 45-minute match, if not an hour.
Well, yeah. Because 2 of the matches are probably only going to be like 10 minutes.
Yeah. This how you know the match is gonna be short. They giving you a match before the the Rumble. So they probably trying to make up for it and shit.
And the Rumble is going to be like an hour and 10 minutes.
Which I don't see how it's an hour and 10 minutes. When they used to have 40 opponents, it was only like an hour and 10. Still.
Well, like counting the 2 entrances and the whole.
Yeah, they do give you the interest.
Welcome, to the main event of the Royal Rumble, blah, blah.
Hopefully not too many commercials for this one, though. The last one had too many commercials, if you ask me. But the one before that was alright.
I love the Royal Rumble. Because it's one match they can't screw up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they can't really.
I don't think I've ever. When I was a kid, I would cheer for people to win. But other than that,
They don't pick a winner?
I just kind of. For the Rumble?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, they don't get a winner for that shit? I thought they did.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
No, like, I'm talking about, like, me. I just like to watch it.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. It's like watching the NBA draft lottery.
Yeah.
Where you don't know what's going to happen and you want to find out who's next.
Oh, yeah.
That's the cool part about the Royal Rumble.
Fuck Santino
You see
Morello.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're like, who's coming up? Ron Simmons. Like, sometimes you get those random guys.
Anybody else see that big screw job they gave us with Santino Morello? The whole lottery, we thought we was going to get some people coming out. So they promoted the shit out of that to show us some shit that we already seen that we can see on the WWE Network for $9.99.
They called it the Royal Rumble Lottery.
Exactly. What did you expect people to think?
Freaking A, man. That's wrong, That's like us titling this Jessica Simpson photo shoot.
I was on someone for false advertisement.
False advertising.
I definitely thought about doing it. Then I was like, I only paid $5.99.
That's bull. I was actually excited.
I was in there
because
for 45 minutes watching.
I really like fantasy, stuff like when I play 2K, one of my favorite stuff is doing the whole dynasty thing because I love the draft part. That's actually one of my favorite parts is where
I love draft.
You get to build your team, and I'll just redo it sometimes because I'll get tired of playing with those players. And so I try to build the coolest team I can.
Yeah.
So the element of randomness is really fun to me. And they completely took that away because it was just a highlight show.
Yeah. They fucked that up pretty
They're
bad.
like, 3. This has to do with how many times Mick Foley entered the... It's like, what? I wanted to see, freaking Bray come in with a fucking...
Bray should came
lantern
in, sister Arigo,
and
fuck out of
freaking,
Morello.
And he goes, "We're here." That's what he says, man. Oh, we're here, or I'm here, something.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff. And Dean Ambrose, like they did on SmackDown tonight, which they just stole Eddie's thing. It was,
SmackDown was shit today, surprisingly.
boy, that was bad.
I thought it could have been better.
Don't watch SmackDown this week, guys.
Spoiler alert. Good one, though.
Yeah, we were going to cover it a little bit.
Well,
but
that was
honestly,
a piece of shit.
There was nothing to be excited about.
No promos. That was decent. We had Reigns. He did a better one, I guess, but that's not saying a lot for him. So
there's actually a big news about the Royal Rumble, and somebody who may be in it, which some of you would know, but not know much about, and some of you beloved at one point. So stay tuned for our Royal Rumble preview, and we'll talk about that.
Yep.
We're going to upload a video pretty soon. I chose this topic. We're going to talk about Daniel Bryan and why I think his fanmanship is so stupid. Like, I appreciate him as a wrestler, but this dude just doesn't do it for me. But
I'm going to say this about Daniel.
Until next time.
He's just capitalizing just like the rest of the world is.
Keep getting them checks.
Capitalize on these dumb morons.
Dude, Daniel Bryan doesn't care about you.
At all.
Let's be honest here. But I'll save the anger for a later video. We'll have some new news and rumors. If you want to find out who that wrestler is, you probably don't even know it. You might think you know it, but I doubt. You can't find it until
it's going to change the whole Rumble.
But I heard about this.
The whole outlook.
Are you sure?
It's going to change the whole outlook. Yes.
It'll change a lot of people's thoughts. If you like old wrestling, you might appreciate this. So we'll talk to you guys soon. What time is it? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Giving you at work.
Man, we working hard for you guys, all right? Support us. Long video today.
Canada, support us. Red Bull.
We're going to try to... the Raw reviews are going to be more relaxed.
Yeah, go Raptors.
We're going to have an hour or two, maybe more, depending on who's on the panel. We're going to have more people. If you're a wrestling fan, hit us up.
Got to.
We'll have you in. We can...
Share this with your friends. Share this with your wrestling buddy. This is good wrestling talk right here.
Yeah, we can have you call in to the show or something. Get on here.
Call Swaggy D.
If
give you the dirty D.
If you're interested in doing any collaborations, talk to us.
Just don't be like that one kid, James. Dude. I can't feel that.
If you are James, if you talk like that.
Don't even want to
we
talk
won't
to
hate
you.
on you, but we don't want to talk to you. I'm sorry. Help us out. Share the video. Like the video. Subscribe.
Man.
Tell us in the comments, what we can do to get better.
Red Bull, we need these sponsorships, man. Let's get this money.
Red Bull, add us. Maybe we'll get Dion Walker on here and get some.
Oh yeah, Dion was in town that day too. So
does he not live there anymore?
He stays in like Belleville or some shit.
Belleville. Yeah. No wonder anybody listening.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, we can give. Hey, if we get some fans, maybe we can get Dion a little.
The price of admission is high for him. I mean, we might have to buy him a bag of chips.
But yeah, so tell us what you guys thought of Raw. What you thought of SmackDown. We didn't like SmackDown. We thought Raw was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's always good to see the old guys.
Fuck Mad Genius for giving it a 0 out of 10. That's not real shit, Mad Genius.
Yeah, he's just exaggerating.
Man.
Point across.
Did you play in WWE Immortals? The fuck out of here. Get over here.
Damn.
And then he was playing with John Cena.
Oh, are you sure, man?
Yes, dude. He's playing with John Cena, enjoying it.
Yeah.
I swear to God. He's playing with John Cena. I gotta unlock some here.
Oh, but thanks for the. If you guys watched the video on the PG World, shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
We're getting, we're starting this. We're starting from the bottom.
Now, and we're gonna get to the top, baby.
We're trying to get to the top, but we know it's gonna take a while. And to get 60 views in just a few days is pretty cool.
I was excited.
Even though we had to do a little bit promoting ourselves, hopefully that'll keep you guys coming back.
We're gonna hit up the Heyman hustle too.
Hopefully, if we get big enough, we can try to contact some wrestlers, some athletes that are.
We gotta get like Brentland first.
Well,
I saw Red Bull. We need these
we get-
sponsorships, man.
if we get enough viewers for you guys, we seriously will try to contact, like a Matt Hardy, guys that maybe aren't the biggest names anymore,
Matt Hardy is
but
still
have
good.
some cool insight. So we're gonna try to, I got some connections. There's some people to maybe link up with some lower level guys, but we're gonna try to work our way up, and
Maybe I can hit up D'Lo Brown. He can support a brother.
we appreciate the help, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Check out our video. Check out the Swaggy D rant.
Swaggy.
If we're angry about something, we'll come in front of the camera.
Fuck
for
Russell
you
Wilson
guys.
too, man.
Fuck John Cena.
Fuck everybody who wants to be. I hate people who do stuff for the camera. And I feel like the biggest two people in sports right now is Russell Wilson and John Cena. Do things out the kindness of your heart. I'm out of here.
Put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, man.
A-Rod's a Hall of Famer. Sammy Sosa's a Hall of Famer. Pete Rose is a Hall of Famer.
Frank Thomas in there?
Frank Thomas is in the Hall of Fame right now. Fuck the Baseball Hall of Fame. Until they got the real players in there, it's not a Hall of Fame.
It's not
Fuck
at
the
all.
WWE Hall of Fame, by the way, too.
Macho Man
Shit
to be
don't
in
mean
there
nothing.
finally.
Macho Man is a beast.
Swaggy D out.
Give me your best Macho Man.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Coming straight from Carbondale, Illinois. We'll see you soon.